Episode 2. What Oracle knows? The coffee was from Panther. $22 for 2 cups. Which Sim would never know, because Maya had removed the receipt and the branded sleeve before she got back in the car. Some information was operational, some information was just ammunition. Sim lived in a third-floor walk-up in Little Haiti. That smelled like solder and cardamom, and the dense intellectual atmosphere of a place where someone had been thinking very hard for a very long time. The building had no elevator, no doorman, and no discernible security, beyond a front door that required 3 separate keys, and an intimate familiarity with its resistance at the halfway point of the second lock. Maya had learned the sequence 4 months ago, and never told Sim. She knocked twice, heard movement, then silence, then more movement, farther away, like Sim had walked toward the door, and then gotten distracted by something on a screen, which was not a possibility, but a certainty.
It's open.
Your door being unlocked is going to be the thing that kills you one day.
I unlocked it when I heard you on the stairs. I could tell it was you by the cadence.
You identified me by my footsteps.
You walk like you're late. To your own press conference. It's very distinctive.
Maya decided not to unpack this, and stepped inside. Sim was already in her chair. Howard University sweatshirt, mechanical pencil in her locks, feet bare. Already typing. She did not look up when Maya set the coffee beside her keyboard. She did look up when she took the first sip. The workspace was what it always was. 3 monitors in a shallow arc. The primary running Oracle's terminal. The secondary populated with whatever active case data. Sim was cross-referencing. The third, the one mounted at the self-installed angle. That made no sense. Until you understood Sim's sightlines. Cycling through the feeds of 2 external databases. She accessed through means Maya had decided not to fully understand. The folding chair was behind the server tower, where it always lived, uncomfortable as theology, and twice as unforgiving. The secondary keyboard she'd built herself occupied the only other surface. The whole setup had the organized density of a mind that thought faster than any single screen could keep up with, and had simply added more screens.
This is from Panther.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You took the sleeve off. And the receipt.
She examined the cup with the forensic attention she usually reserved for anomalous data.
You do this every time. I'm not going to be weird about expensive coffee, Maya. I grew up in Overtown, not a monastery.
Can we focus?
I am focused. Focusing is my primary condition. Send me the financials.
Maya forwarded the file. 18 pages of transaction records. She had no official authorization to possess. Sim's secondary monitor populated with it. Before Maya crossed the room, Sim looked at the first page for 4 seconds.
These companies.
All registered in the last 4 months. No physical addresses. No employees.
Sim was quiet, fingers moving across the keyboard, in the rapid, slightly arrhythmic pattern Maya had learned meant she was thinking faster than she was typing, which for Sim was a significant threshold.
How much?
2.3 million, 72 hours.
The typing stopped. Sim turned and looked at her directly. For the first time, her eyes in the monitor glow, very still and very sharp.
From 17 companies.
17.
That's not laundering.
Sim said slowly.
That's architecture. Give me the account numbers.
Oracle loaded without drama. A black terminal window. Single blinking cursor. Sim had once explained this was intentional. Systems that need to look impressive, she'd said, are compensating for something. Maya had spent a week thinking about how thoroughly that applied to people.
What did you just tell it?
Maya asked after the command string.
To look for the pattern. Underneath the pattern.
That's not an explanation.
Sure it is. Financial crime has two layers. The surface layer is what the money looks like. The deep layer is how it moves, the rhythm, the timing, the intervals. Every system has a signature, like handwriting, but in math, Oracle reads handwriting.
How long?
Depends what's there.
Sim picked up her coffee.
Tell me about the girl.
Maya told her, efficiently, selectively, with the practiced neutrality of someone who had learned that what she chose to omit was often more revealing than what she included. She told Sim about the 2 years of intelligence, the influencer pipeline, the possession charge, the arrangement. She did not tell Sim about the parking garage conversation 2 months ago, the one where Jade had stood, with her arms crossed and her eyes doing the calculation of how scared to be, and said, "Something's wrong with the money, Maya. Something's really wrong." And Maya had said, "Take it and stay quiet, and I will look into it," and had not looked into it. She filed this omission in the growing folder with her name on it, and kept her voice level.
She was mapping it herself.
Sim said when Maya finished.
That's what I think.
Smart girl.
Yes.
And the word had a weight to it that she didn't explain. The terminal chimed, once, soft, like a question posed into a quiet room by someone who already suspected. The answer was enormous. Maya looked at the screen. The cursor had stopped blinking. It simply held a single white mark in the black. The way a person stands still when they have found the thing they were sent to find and are deciding how to carry it back. She had seen Oracle process before, watched it work through fraud cases, insurance schemes, the labyrinthine financial histories of mid-level criminals who thought complexity was the same as invisibility. It was always fast. It was always precise. It ran the way Sim's mind ran, without hesitation, without the human need to pause and feel the weight of what it was finding. This time, it had paused. Not technically. The processors were still running, the system still drawing power, all the indicators nominal. But something in the quality of the output window had changed. The rhythm of it. The cursor wasn't blinking, because Oracle wasn't generating status updates. It was sitting with something. Neither of them said this out loud. Neither of them had to. What Oracle found was this. The 17 companies were not the origin. They were distribution points, downstream nodes in a network. That moved money the way a river moves water. Always downhill, always finding the path of least resistance. Always arriving, regardless of what you put in the way. The origin was masked, behind layered crypto conversion, Bitcoin to Ethereum to Monero, and back again. Each conversion in sub-second intervals, across 11 exchanges, 3 of which were registered in jurisdictions, with the regulatory enthusiasm of a potted plant. By the time the money reached the ghost companies, it was clean. Clean the way a crime scene is clean, after a professional, no visible evidence, but something in the air, if you knew what you were breathing for. Oracle had found the air,
It's calling itself something.
Sim said quietly. She highlighted a string buried in what appeared to be a standard Delaware incorporation form.
Someone scrubbed this file. Thorough job, but thorough isn't the same as complete.
Phantom V4.2. Deploy.
Outside, little Haiti was waking up.
The rooster on the block.
Mr. Desrosiers's Cuban coffee, drifting up from the first floor, the sounds of a city, with no idea what was running underneath it.
Version 4.2.
Minimum 4 versions before this one. Years of iteration, years of running.
Sim pulled up Oracle's volume estimate, looked at it again. The way you look at a number you want to be wrong about.
Between $180 million and $340 million. Laundered. 24 months.
The number sat between them, like a body.
Through influencer brand deals.
Brand deals, Spotify promotion, YouTube revenue splits, NFT royalties, podcast sponsorships, anywhere digital money moves in small amounts to large numbers of recipients without triggering scrutiny. Phantom understood something? Most laundering operations don't. The creator economy is the perfect washing machine. Nobody questions a girl making money on Instagram. The amounts are small enough, the recipients numerous enough, the industry legitimate enough, that it slides through every detection system we have. It's hiding in the culture, using culture as cover.
Until now.
Until now.
She closed the Oracle window, opened it again, the twice-checking habit.
Maya. Jade Ellison was receiving payments from 4 of these companies over 8 months, $400,000. And in the last 3 weeks, she stopped spending it, started making inquiries, accessed corporate registration databases, searched financial crime records. She had no credentials for she got in, which is interesting. And we'll come back to that. She was building something, a beat. Did she come to you?
The question arrived clean and direct, stripped of accusation, but full of it anyway. Maya turned to the monitor. At the 2.3 million, at Phantom, V4.2, deploy.
She mentioned something 2 months ago. I told her I'd look into it.
Did you?
The rooster hit a particularly committed note. The server tower hummed. A pipe knocked twice and went silent.
No.
She said it the way you said, something heavy down. The weight and the relief arrived at exactly the same moment. Sim didn't say anything, didn't arrange her face into anything forgiving or condemning. She turned back to Oracle.
I'm going to need access to her full digital footprint. Every platform, every account, every device.
I can get it.
Legally?
A pause.
I can get it.
Sim decided not to pursue that thread.
And I'm going to need you to not disappear on me while I work.
Where would I go?
You do this thing where things get real, and you get very busy somewhere else. I've noticed it. You schedule yourself away from whatever you don't want to sit with.
Maya opened her mouth, closed it.
I'll stay.
Good. There's a folding chair. Behind the server tower, it's uncomfortable. Don't complain about it.
The chair was, as advertised, deeply uncomfortable. A metal frame, a foam pad that had long since lost any meaningful opinion about cushioning. Maya sat in it anyway, in the blue glow of 3 monitors, in a little Haiti apartment, where the rooster was still going, and the coffee was from Panther, and the AI on the screen was reading, the fingerprints of something enormous. She thought about Jade's good shoes. She thought about the parking garage. She thought, I owe you this.